Hello, Counter here. Welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you the best strategies you can get rubies. In this video I will be showing you some of the best strategies for players that are already good, also for those who have just begun the game. A lot of the strategies are known, but some of these strategies you maybe never heard of. The best way to get rubies is obviously dungeons, but there's also two strategies on dungeons that a lot of people use. Those are called repeating floor 29. In this video, I will be showing you two ways that you can repeat floor 29 like a lot of people do. I want to give a huge shout out to Asl because he was the one that showed me the strategy first and also recorded all of the strategy in this video. So for this strategy to work, you will need an alt account at floor 29. Your main being at 29, and make sure that you haven't finished floor 30, because this is only the first strategy that I will be telling you. You can see Asgul is using Asgul buff, which is his alt account, and then his main account. He will be switching to his alt account, going on floor 29 hardcore, switching to his main account, and going to the same floor as his alt account is. Then we can see that his alt account has already left the game. So what you want to do is go with your alt account and your main, and when you join in the game, you want to get your alt account and leave the game, because if you complete floor 30, then you cannot just repeat it. So now Asgul is in his main at floor 29, and his alt account is not in this game. So now he will be completing the game fully. So he's at the dungeon boss right now, and the dungeon boss is dead. So after he completes floor 29, he will go back to lobby. And then he will do the same thing over and over and over again, basically getting his alt account to floor 29, making sure that his main joined. If his main did join, then his alt account will leave, and then he will complete floor 29, and he will just repeat. This is floor 29 repeating, but this will only get you around 150 to 60 rubies, depending how lucky you get with your mats. It also has a 10% debuff every time you do it. But you can also get 1% materials like these ones, for example, that sell for 500 and will get you a lot of rubies. So now this is the first strategy, but you might wonder, what is the second strategy? Well, it is very similar to this one. You will still need an alt account, you will still need your main, but also you will need those two to be at floor 29. So now we see Asgul is at floor 30, since he did complete floor 29, but now this is a little bit different. So he gets his alt account at floor 29, gets his main also, and joins the game. Once again, the same thing as he did last time, and does complete the boss again. So there, the boss is completed, but instead of pressing lobby, he will be pressing next. So now Asgul is at floor 30. Now a lot of you might say, if you're doing a 29 rep, why are you in floor 30? It is very simple. His alt account left again, just like last time at floor 29. Now he will be soloing floor 30, and then he will be going lobby. And a lot of you might think that you cannot do another floor when you're at floor 30 as you get pushed. That is not actually true. Now Asgul is beating the boss, and it is dead. So now we can see that he did complete floor 30, but he goes to lobby again. But now his alt account is here again, so he puts it at floor 29 like last time, but you can see that Asgul is going at first person and then is using a bug. This bug is actually very simple. If you have completed floor 30, you usually cannot go to floor 29, but if you go first person like this, go back by pressing S, you can glitch through it, though you will turn into a ragdoll, so you will be pressing space instantly. So once again, we see Asgul over here doing hardcore on alt account, going first person, facing it backwards, going S and pressing space. So now he can just do another repeat. Basically, that is all you need. You will not have a 10% minus decrease, and also you will get all the rubies. If you do the bug where you go first person, pressing S and jumping after you get in, that will get you around 200 to 220 rubies, and also a very high chance of getting the 1% thing, because instead of getting only one like you would in the floor 29 rep, you would get two like a normal one on floor 30 rep. You don't have to go lobby to waste time, and also all you have to do is just repeat floor 29 and 30. Then do the same thing over and over again until you reach your certain goal, then you can just claim the rewards. Now this strategy is pretty basic, but all you need to do is go at floor 1 to start off and then go at floor 11 to end it. You can just do this over and over again. You won't get insta rubies, but you still have a very good chance to get the 1% to get 500 rubies. Then you can use those to evo things like Goku or Mega Man or any of the starter units that are really good for UTD. Don't know any good starters, you can check this tier list video out that I made a couple days ago. Now the second strategy is actually really useful because you're not only grinding rubies, you're grinding for units as well. One of them being the second best unit in the game, Unleashed. Now you can do this with two of the raids, one of them being the Sunjin raid where you only need a key, but you will get around 40 to 50 average rubies per clear, which isn't bad at all since you're mainly going for Sunjin, but there is a better strategy, and that is the Boros event, because the most non-rare thing you can get from the Boros event is books. That is 60% chance to get it, and then you have 29% chance for the capes, for the cyborg cores, and 1% for Kevin the Cube. And this is way better than Sunjin because the books being the least not rare ones are 15, where in the Sunjin one it is only 8, meaning that the books are basically almost double the worth of the Dominator runes. This is why it makes Unleashed event most likely the second best strategy to get rubies and also get Unleashed at the same time. And also if you're going for Unleashed and then another better unit like Alcura for example drops, then you can just take all of those EO items that you got for Unleashed and just use them on a better unit like Alcura. Now this one still hasn't been added because this acquires the Battle Pass. So the Battle Pass has expired like a couple weeks ago, but with the Battle Pass that will come in the next 2 updates, you will actually be getting a lot of rubies. I think last Battle Pass gave around 5 to 6 or maybe even more, I'm not completely sure, but it gives a lot of rubies. So before that Battle Pass comes, then I'll show you the strategies how you can max it out really quick. So for example, the best one is going to be bounty boards, but you will only be using bounty boards after you have gotten to at least like tier 10 or 15 with gems, because when it starts to get very expensive you want to use bounty boards, give you a percentage instead of amount of XP. So for example, a 20% for the last tier would be like, let's say 80k XP, but that 20% on the first tier would be like 30 to 40 XP. Not only that, don't forget that infinites will get you a lot of battle pass XP as well, because one kill counts as 1 XP. Best strategy for XP is obviously PvP, since you can summon things on it, meaning that you have a pretty much infinite amount of enemies depending on how long the game will last. You can get a lot of rubies, is not very constant, but it is going to be very helpful if you focus on it. That is none other than level rewards. So in level rewards, every 5 levels you get a good amount of stuff, and also including trait rerolls, perk rerolls, mounts, and a lot of gold. And when you get to level 75, you can see that you can get some rubies popping up, and also they are not that bad, but if you focus on them, you can actually get a very good head start. Though this is going to be taking you a long time, because at level 120 you get a lot of rupees. For example, at 120 you start getting 850, 125 1.5k, 130 1.8k, 135 2.2k, 143k, 145 3.5k, and 150 7,750 rubies and 75 trait rerolls. And then after that you just keep getting 400 and 400 and 400 every 2 levels, which is actually not bad at all. Though keep in mind this is going to be way easier if you purchase the 2x times XP bundle. And if you're wondering what is the best way to level up in UTD, well, it is very simple but very hard. That will be map of the day. Complete map of the day around 3 to 4 minutes if you don't have 2x, and if you have 2x then it will be around 2 to 3 minutes depending on what team you use and how good you are. A lot of people cannot solo this, So you can just use the party finder, go to MOTD, and then you can see people that are looking for this. With MOTD, not only that you can level up yourself fast, you level up the units extremely fast, and also you get a very big amount of gold. Also, I wanted to say that in this Friday we are getting Bleach Part 2, so I will be live. Don't forget to subscribe with notice on so you can get alerted when I go live. And I'm pretty sure this is a very good update, so let's just wait patiently and let's see what Sloth has cooked. Before the video ends, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Eneba. If you're looking for cheap and legit game keys, gift cards, or DLCs, Eneba has you covered. Eneba offers over 20,000 games across PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, all at amazing discounts. Right now, you can get huge savings on games like GTA 5, Elden Ring, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Eneba also has Robux gift cards at a discount, so you can get even more Robux for your money. Make sure to check out Eneba using my special link in the description. Thanks to Eneba for sponsoring.